English teachers, creating little readers and excellent thinkers. Hello guys, you're welcome to class today. My name is Mrs. Dixon and I am an English teacher. And today we'll be taking a very interesting topic. And our topic for today is stress shifts. So let us start with the word stress. What is stress? Stress is said to be the emphasis or the force that you place on a particular syllable in a word to make it stand out than other syllables in that same word. Here is an example for you to understand better what we are talking about. In the word university, can you tell me how many syllables we have in that word? Okay, 5. That's an accurate answer. We have 5 syllables in the word university. Now, how do we break down the word university? University. That's good. But do you think we need to place our stress on all 5 syllables? What do you guys think? Of course not. We pick a syllable, and that's where stress comes in. So which syllable do we place our stress when we pronounce the word university? We place our stress on the word ver. So we say university and not university. So we pronounce it as university and not university. Another example is this, the word ceremony. Ceremony. What do you hear people say today? People say ceremony, which is not supposed to be. You're supposed to say ceremony, placing your stress on the first syllable of that word. And how many syllables do you think we have in that word? Okay, great answer. We have 4 syllables in the word ceremony. So when you pronounce the word ceremony, you place the stress on the first syllable. Having known what stress is, the emphasis you place on a particular syllable of a word, the question now is, what is shift? Remember our topic says what? Stress shifts. That's accurate. Our topic says stress shifts. So what is shift? Shift means to move or to change. We can say that the synonym for shift includes to change, to swap, to switch, to transfer, or to reposition. So, now to our topic, stress shift. What is stress shift, class? Stress shift is said to be the movement of a syllable from the movement of stress from the first syllable to the second syllable. The movement of stress from the first syllable to the second syllable. And this usually applies to words having how many syllables? Good guys, it applies to words having 2 syllables. When you move your stress from the first syllable to the second syllable, then you are practicing what we call stress shifts. What does stress shift do to a word? When you shift stress from the first syllable to the second syllable, or when you shift your stress from the second syllable to the first syllable, it affects the pronunciation, it affects the meaning, and it affects the grammatical function of that word. I'll take that again. We said that when we move stress from the first syllable to the second syllable, it does 3 things. 1, it can affect the pronunciation of that word. 2, it can affect the meaning of that word. And 3, it can change the grammatical function of that word. That simply means if the word is a noun, it can become a verb. And if it's a verb, it can turn to a noun. Beautiful. And now let us look at some words that we can shift their stress from the first syllable to the second syllable. We'll be taking 10 of them. Please note that the first meaning and pronunciation is when the word is serving as a noun, while the second meaning and pronunciation is when the word is serving as a verb. And how many words are we taking today? Do you remember? 10 words. Correct answer. We are taking 10 words today. So let's start with the first one. Our first word is the word present. What did I say? Present. Beautiful. And what does the word present mean? It means a gift. It means a gift. It means a gift. And when you want it to serve as a noun, When you want the word present to serve as a noun, you write it using capital letter. You start it with capital letter, and the second syllable you write using small letter. But when you want it to serve as a verb, you write the first syllable using small letter, and the capital letter, and the second syllable you write using capital letter. Now, how do I pronounce those two words? I pronounce this as present, and I pronounce this as present. What does the first one mean? The first one means a gift that you can give to your friends. You know, during your friend's birthday party, you can give them a gift. That is what? A present. The process of you giving that gift to them is what we refer to as what? Present. Present. So guys, let's say them after me. Present. 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 Beautiful. Now let's take example number 2. Example number 2, we have conduct. Can you say that? Conduct. Conduct. And we have conduct. This is serving as a noun, while this is serving as a verb. So we have serving as a noun, we say conduct, and serving as a verb, we say conduct. And what does the first one mean? It means your behavior, your conduct. What do we say? Behavior. Say that, everyone. Behavior. That's great. And when it serves as a verb, it means the method of controlling or directing something. The method of controlling or directing something. What is our example number 3? Our example number 3 is subject, 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 subject. Subject when it's serving as a noun, and subject when it's serving as a verb. And what does the first one mean? When it serves as a noun, it can be a citizen of a country, like we're subject of Nigeria, we're citizens of Nigeria. That's subject. But when you talk about the verb, subject, what does it mean? It means to place yourself under someone's authority. For example, the citizens of Nigeria subject themselves under the authority of the president. So we have subject and subject, subject and subject. And that is our example number 3. Remember, we said we're going for 10 examples. We've gotten 3. Number 4, we have contest, 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 context. Do not forget, when you're writing, you write the one for the noun, you write it using capital letter for the first syllable, and for the verb, you use small letter and capital letter for the second syllable. So how do we pronounce the noun? Contest. And how do you pronounce the verb? Contest. The first one, contest. The second one, contest. And now let me tell you what it means. The first one, contest, is like a competition. Another word that you can use for contest is what? Competition, like a debate. And the second one, contest, means to do it, to oppose or to contend. To oppose or to contend. When someone says something, no, I contest. I will contest that thing you're saying. I oppose that thing you're saying. I will contend that thing you're saying. So we have contest and we have contest. Contest and we have contest. And that, guys, is example number 5. Example number 6 we have is record, 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 record. Can you repeat that after me? Record, okay? Record. That's great. And what is record? We say a set of data relating to a single individual or item. A set of data relating to a single individual or item. And what is record? To record means to make a record of an information, to keep a record about something or someone. Example number 7, we have produce. Can you say that? Produce. And then for the verb, we have produce. For the verb, we have produce. So we have produce, 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 produce. And what is produce? That which is produced, something that is produced. And what is produce? To bring forth, or to do what? To generate something. To do what? To generate something, and that is word produce. All right, guys, let's look at number 8 example. We have object and objects. Objects and objects. Let's say this after me, everyone. Objects, okay? Objects. That's great. So what do we mean when we say object? Object is a thing that has physical existence but is not living. Something that has physical existence but not living is an object. Now, what about object? When you object to something, you're saying no to that thing. You're saying, I don't agree with you. No to that thing you're saying. So that is like disagreeing with someone or something. And that takes us to example number 9. But before we take example number 9, let's remind ourselves some of the examples that we've taken. We've taken present, present, conduct, conduct, contest, contest, produce, produce, object, object. And our example number 9 says transport, 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 transport. When you have transport, of course, that is a noun. That is a noun. And what is transport? It can be a vehicle used to transport things. Of course, it has so many other meanings. But when you say transport, that means to carry or to bear something from one place to another, to move something from one place to another. Of course, that's a verb, that's an action word. So we have transport and transport, transport and transport. And the last but not the least, what do we have? We have the word permits and permits. Permits, permits. Permit serving as a noun and permit serving as a verb. Permit serving as a noun and permit serving as a verb. And what does the word permit means? A document rendering something legal. A document that you have that permits you or legalizes you to do something or to move something around. Permit. And what about permit? Permit is to allow to happen, to grant permission. When you allow something to happen or when you grant someone permission to do something, that is a verb, permit. But when you say permit, that is a document that makes something legal. And when you say permit, that is granting someone allowance to do something or telling someone that, okay, you're free to do what you want to do. All right, guys. Now that we've gone through our 10 examples for straight shift, can we quickly go through them again? Number 1 we had was present, okay, present, that's good, conduct and conduct, that's great, subject and subject, good, object and object, that's good, contest and contest. We also had produce and produce, transport and transport, and finally what we have, permit and permit. Do not forget, both words are spelled the same way. They are spelled the same way, but you have different pronunciation, different meaning, and different grammatical functions for each of them. All right, now that we've done this, let us see if we can use some of these words to form some sentences. You know, when you learn a new word, you have to learn to use it to talk. So now that we've learned how to say these words, let's see if we can use them to form some sentences. And the method we're using to form a sentence is this. We are using both the noun and the verb. We are using both the noun and the verb. So we're going to use the word serving as a noun and the word serving as a verb in one sentence. Do we understand what I've just said? That's great. So let's take example number 1. Example number 1, we are using present and present in one sentence. And our sentence says, I'll be at the wedding ceremony to present the present to the couple. I'll be at the wedding ceremony to present the present to the couple. And number 2 says permit and permits. permit, and permit. My driving permit is expired, so the head teacher permitted me to go for a renewal. We'll take that sentence again. My driving permit has expired, so the head teacher permitted me to go for a renewal. And what word should we use for our sentence number 3? Can someone give us a suggestion? Okay, good, thank you. We're using subject. Okay, let's use subject and subject. Subject and subject. And our sentence can go this way. The subjects were subjected to harsh treatment by the new government. The subjects were subjected to harsh treatment by the new government. All right, guys, our sentence number 4 says record, 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 record. And our sentence goes this way. It is the job of the HOD to keep an accurate record, making sure to record the progress of each student in his department. Can you repeat that? It is the job of the HOD to keep an accurate record, making sure to record the progress of each student in his department. And now let's look at the last sentence that we are taking for today. That is conduct, 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 conduct. The teacher told the head girl to always conduct herself well while conducting the morning assembly. The teacher told the head girl to always conduct herself well while conducting the morning assembly. And guys, I would like us to go through these sentences again for the sake of emphasis. Are we ready? That's great. So let's quickly go through them again. The first one, I'll be at the wedding ceremony to present the present to the couple. 2, my driving permit is expired, so the head teacher permitted me to go for renewal. 3, the subjects were subjected to harsh treatment by the new government. 4, it is the job of the HOD to keep an accurate record, making sure to record every progress of each student in his department. And the last one, the teacher told the head girl to conduct herself very well while conducting the morning assembly. So let's go through what we've learned in class today. What have we talked about? We've talked about stress and shifts. We said stress is the emphasis you place on a word to make it stand out, or you place on part of a word to make it stand out. And we say to shift means to change or to move something from where it is to another position. So we brought the two words together and we said that stress shift is the movement of the stress from the first syllable to the second syllable, or the movement of the stress from the second syllable to the first syllable. And we got some word examples like present serving as a noun, present serving as a verb, conduct serving as a noun, conduct serving as a verb, contest serving as a noun, contest serving as a verb, produce serving as a noun, produce serving as a verb, object serving as a noun, object serving as a verb, permit serving as a noun, permit serving as a verb. All right, guys. I would like to know if you can give me your own sentences using some of those words. Who can try? Okay, great. That's good. It shows that we really paid attention and we got value for today's class. And that will be the end of our class for today. Thank you so much for being a part of the English class today. Hope you learned. Hope you gained value. Have a nice day and do enjoy the rest of the day.